Don't you know who you are?
Here at 154 cm, we're trying some stainless.
You are more than the choices that you've made. You are more than the sum of your past mistakes. You are more than the problems you create. You've been remade.
For me, it's just exciting to be able to create something in a different industry. Like, it's a blessing. I didn't think I'd be able to, do something in one industry and then move to another industry and still be able to create something. So we can see here was the original sketch. This is on the 26th of 2011. And you can see actually the original size was, it's hard to tell on camera, but it was very small. It was similar to a blackjack necker or Isi Zula in size. So it was meant to be just a compact little neck knife. And I was thinking, maybe 4mm thick. And you can see it's very small, because in comparison to, well, you can get an idea. Now, how that happened, I guess that was hopefully fate or something, because I mean, Mr. Brous, when I emailed it to him, I guess it destroyed it, and I don't know if that's true or not. I think he just kind of knew it would look better this way, and he went ahead and stretched it out. But he's saying that it came out that way, and when I first saw it, I was caught off guard, because this is much more like curved. The idea, I was thinking kind of like those, for it to sit in your palm, kind of like those, not like a karambit, but like any kind of blade that does that, like where it's almost like a hawk shape. And I thought that would be good in the hand and more secure. You can see, and I really wanted that only 3-finger grip, so that portion right there could really sit in your palm. And of course the safety choil and all that stuff, and the 3 holes or 2. Hopefully, when that time comes where the custom scales, you can buy scales and you can put 2 screws to hold the scale and the other one for the lanyard. But I like the 2 for the lanyard, for the what's it called, like the paracord to go through, so that you can have the paracord lanyard go one direction and stay kind of like more in place and not move around as much. If it's in your pocket, you can have it fall over on the other side. But then that's generally it. I mean, we've seen in all these videos, recurves do really well. I kept this part right here without any crazy bevels up here, because I figured if you were to break the tip, you could just sand down or sharpen down this area to make the tip again. And so then when Mr. Brous he created this awesome sheath. He gets credit again for this. It's almost like you see, it's just, he's saying that it's ready to go when you grab it. Your hand is already in position. And I thought about having like a little lip right here so you could push it out, but I guess you could just do that. I don't know. Right? But the point is, here we got it. So this sheath is really great. I do want some more holes in it so it can be a little more flexible. I would like this to be reversible or something, or to have those options. And let's see, the only thing I was thinking of, okay, so you got like a 4-finger grip, and there are a couple spots I'll go over, things that I changed. But I really wanted to do this too, because I figured, like, I don't feel secure stabbing something if my hands slide. This is slippery, and I thought to add jimping here, or even, you could, I don't know, put like a flipper, but then it would just change the design. And I went over it a couple times, and it just didn't look so great. And I kind of wanted to keep this kind of like straight, more normal looking profile, so it doesn't get too crazy. Because then I think it doesn't really look like a knife. It's more too much like art. So then, like so then I was thinking, well, let's put this, let's be able to do that. So when you pull it out, I mean, the fine version, Mr. Brous will have to like make more room there, and this hole will be bigger. But you can put your finger in there and pull it out, and then then you have it like the original sketch in your palm. You have 3 fingers holding down here. I mean, it's super secure. Even if it were to flip over, you won't cut yourself, thankfully, because it'll stop on your hand, and I like that. So that's the goal on that one. So that was one thing I wanted to change. Thickness, I don't know what people will be using this for. I guess you could use it for like maybe some serious, I know like a lot of fixed blades, like for military stuff, is pretty like thick, but I want there to be more cutting performance. And like, since this bevel doesn't go all the way up, it's not flat ground or anything, it's gonna be a pretty like wide edge angle. Like, I mean, it's just not gonna look nice over time. It's like, it won't slice and dice too well, basically. And I kind of want it to be more leaning that way, so I think I'm still gonna go down about a millimeter, at least 1 millimeter thinner if that's available to do that. It's pretty weighty. It is centered, so that's kind of cool. Mr. Brous, originally he did these holes because he was limitations. He didn't want to like go and trace the actual. It was easier for him to just do this, but on the final version he could do any shape. So he did this, and my concern was just right here, kind of slippery. You know, right there, just not really secure enough. And just when you're trying to do all the different grips, you know, I feel like there could be more here. I feel like this could be deeper of a choil. Everything else is pretty fine. My hands are smaller and Mr. Brous' hands are bigger, so you can kind of, it works for him, so if it works for me too, so I think it's hopefully going to be a pretty universal feeling knife. You see we have, like, reverse grip is kind of nice, because I don't know if you noticed this, but like you can hold it like that, and it sits on that finger, and you can see like that. And so for those gun people, and then you can always hold it down there, you see. So pretty secure that way. And so that's there. And so those are some of my concerns. And so now the final sketch. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can see this, but that's gonna be my logo. First of all, it has a cross in it. You know, I'd be cool. I thought it'd be cool. It'd be nice to have a knife on me. Have, like, you know, I guess some divine I thought it'd be nice to have a knife on me that also had, like, you know, the cross on it. Maybe, you know, a little bit extra protection. I don't know if that means anything to some people, but to me it does. And so here's the final version. I'm gonna mail the sketch out. There are some differences. Okay, so let's see. I thinned it down here. It got narrower. This area kind of got smaller, so this part went a little further back. So depending on your grip, like if someone were just to do that by accident or something, you know, it's just a little more comfortable. There's more room right here, so that's I moved that back. And then I deepened this choil. Obviously, I tried to make it almost like straight right there, so that it could really, if your finger were to slide forward, it would kind of, rather than have a continuous curve to take a slide off, it could kind of stop. Then you can see the main thing was this hole. It's much larger now, so that when you stick your finger in, you can fit it in, and that's like meant for that now. And then the rest is pretty much the same. I mean, you've always been able to kind of like stick your fingers in there. You know me, I can't straighten that finger, so you can kind of, you know, do that. So that will be the kind of same. I did give a little bit of a dip right here to kind of match this side, so they both kind of sink in, like, what is that, concave, and then come back out and round. So it looks a little bit more like slim or sleek. You see it? And I thought that's better too, anyway, because then it provides a little bit of a dip right there for your thumb, like a ramp. And then you could see, to kind of make it look more, I thought it would look more like actually a kind of like a more aggressive, kind of like I don't know, like an off-road tire, okay, or a gear. You can see they're raised instead of sunken in. Like this one follows the line, this one actually sticks out above it. You see, and so that would be right there. So fill in there, but when you're doing it this way, then that ramp would be sticking out, so it would actually further, like, keep your hand from you know, going, like, you would feel more like secure, I guess you could say. And then I mean, the rest is the same way. You would still be able to hold it like that. Again, but this area is a little bit more open for your finger to move further back, and this area is a little bit more pronounced for this finger to also sit. And then that is about it. You can see, I think the final sketch is a little bit more, I like this more. So, hold on. Okay, so if I can show this without cutting myself, let's see. So that's the NKSK. I'm very excited. I really like this knife. I like it. I hope you guys like it. I don't know. I guess it kind of has like a Euro look to it. I don't know how to explain it. It looks a little artsy. I don't know. It's up to you guys what you think. If this goes well, you know, this would be nice. I would like to I would like to try to design another one, and you know, maybe I would like to kind of revise a smaller neck knife or something like a self-defense focused little tiny thing. Maybe like something that you could legally carry in more states. But for now, this is the first one. Again, thank you to Mr. Brous for offering to do this. It's going to take some time because now he has to get this. The guy has to create a formal draft and all. I don't know how long it'll take to get them, but maybe for Christmas, that'd be awesome. That'd be a cool, for me, that'd be like a Christmas present. And I really like it. Hope you guys do too. I mean, I try to have everything be off of function, but at the same time not just go too far, because too much function just doesn't look nice. I tried. And if I can make something like if I can come up with something, I will. But for now, this is this. So it's the NKSK. Thank you for watching. And, oh, I guess please subscribe. And there's one thing I forgot to mention is that you can see right here it gets thinner. I thought almost like a gun trigger. You know, it looks better this way. I don't know, I can't really get in camera, but you can see. And that right there, though, I mean, I was thinking, well, compared to like a Strider where the hole is, or even the paramilitary, I mean, it's the same thickness left right there. And if anything, also this is thicker, you know, in width of the blade, so it's still the equivalent of like a thickness of like a screwdriver. Whether that's not a stress point or not, it may be, but I like the way it looks. You know, and I wanted to make that area more spacious for people of different hand sizes. If that's a problem in the future, shoot. You know, well, it's not like I wasn't aware. I think it looks better this way. I think I think it'll be fine. You know, gonna learn. Here was the original in 11/26/2011. And then it became, well, actually it became this thing right here. From there to that, quite different, but same concept. Slight curve around over here, and you can see I try to balance these right here so they don't look so crazy. Like here, they're very asymmetrical. And then the final version, and that's today. Okay, and I just think this is more interesting to look at too.